Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt like everybody was staring at you, judging you, etc., etc.? We all been there. You've been there. I've been there. Your mama been there. But by the end of today's episode, I'm going to give you the steps, the foundation to walk into that same room and own it instead with confidence. By the end of today's episode, you will have the foundation and steps to boost your confidence, my fellow teens. So, hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of Teen Thoughts Unfiltered, hosted by your girl, Lay. So, today we are diving into something that literally every teen struggles with: confidence. So, let's get straight into what exactly confidence is. What is confidence, you might ask?
How would you define confidence? Who would like to go first?
What's the flip? Confidence, what did I say? Is being unapologetically you.
Yep.
Do what you do without feeling sorry. You know?
Yeah.
Do what you know how to do. You know how to do something. Don't let nobody tell you don't know how to do something. Don't let nobody try to correct you over something that you know and they don't. That's it.
That's all?
Yep.
Confidence is simply the self-belief in yourself. Feeling sure of yourself and your abilities, not in an arrogant but realistic and secure way. Confidence is about feeling superior to others. It's a quiet inner knowledge that you're capable. Confident people feel secure, not insecure. And let me be real with y'all, it wasn't always like this for me. Let me just quickly explain my confidence journey and why I realized that I need to tap within myself and tap into my confidence. Listen, there was once a time I would constantly worry about how other teens around me, how my friends and people saw me. I literally would second guess how I dressed, how I looked, how I laughed. Come on, y'all, even how I laughed. But as I looked within myself and started to learn something called confidence, I learned that as long as I feel secure within myself, nobody's opinion about me could really matter, because at the end of the day, their opinions is background noise. It doesn't truly have no purpose unless I give it purpose. An area that as teens that we all struggle with is insecurities. Every teen has insecurities. We're still figuring ourselves out. We're trying to balance school, emotions, what's the thing called, puberty, sports, etc., peers, and peer pressure. Okay? And then on top of that, I got social media. There's all these beautiful, nice looking people living their beautiful life and making it seem like your life is to be this way, and jealousy occurs, and etc., etc. But as teens, I understand it's tough because we're always being, you know, thrown at constant comparison and being told unrealistic expectations and all that stuff. But we have to overcome this by first starting within ourselves and being self-aware. So to come to terms with your insecurities, I want you to remember three things. Accept no one's perfect. No matter how much social media and people make it seem like you're supposed to be this certain way, that's not the reality, and that's not true. Everybody got their areas where they fall short and where they don't look the best at, and where they do look good at, and that's just how it is. You're not going to be perfect. The only perfect person that was on this earth was Jesus. Besides that, no one else is perfect. And as humans, we're never perfect. We're not. The other thing is, those same people that be on social media making it seem like their life is so perfect, not saying that they're, doing it in like a ignorant way, because they just genuinely probably just want to show off their life and show the good parts. Those people only show the good parts because nobody wants to truly accept the bad parts about themselves and their environment and their life. So that's why whenever you look at social media and you see other people, don't base your life and your expectations off of their life, because they are going through stuff as well. They just aren't showing it. Lastly, underneath the accept no one's perfect, this also goes for guys. It's the stereotype that guys are supposed to be strong and supposed to be this and that. Guys are also going through things as well. Like, that myth is true. Like, oh, guys are always confident and all that stuff.
That's not true. There's a lot of guys that have insecurities. My boy Michael B. Jordan, he has insecurities. He probably won't say it out in public, but he has insecurities.
Right.
And he was claimed as the most finest man in the world. He has insecurities. So that's not always true. There may be some guys that has never felt bad in their life, which is probably not true. They just hiding stuff, which a lot of guys do that. They don't like talking about their feelings. They'll rather keep it to themselves than, make it known to people. There is a lot of guys that has insecurities. And yeah, can't always really be tough when there's tough things going on.
Well, everybody's going through something. So as guys, don't put those expectations on yourself to always be so strong and so perfect, because y'all also are going to feel those human emotions, or those insecurities, and you're not going to be perfect. The next bullet point under the things I want you to remember with insecurities is stop being so hard on yourself. This is a very common thing I see with teens, especially teens who are highly academic and who want to be, top of the class. Because I'm like this at times where I could be really hard on myself and I could be mad at myself because I'm not achieving what I want in school and not getting the grades I want. Whenever this happens, teens, please make sure to take a step back and reflect on exactly what you're being hard on yourself for and truly think about the situation. Can you control this? What can you do about it? And don't become so angry at yourself about something that you probably just can't understand, especially with like subjects in school like math, science. If you can't understand it, don't be too hard on yourself, but understand that you have to work on this area. The third bullet point, replace negative self-talk with positive self-talk. This can be difficult as teens because we often are saying things that are very negative and we're often around other negative teens. And sometimes we come from negative environments, so it's difficult to learn how to convince yourself to start thinking positive and to believe the stuff that you're speaking positively about. But you can do it. If you truly want to do it, you will. So learn how to replace the negative self talk with positive talk. Instead of saying, "Oh, I look bad," start saying, "Oh, I look good." Instead of saying, "Oh, I'm failing this class," "Oh, I'm going to become better in this class so that I can have a good grade in this class." Now, let's get into the steps to build confidence. Now that we understand insecurities, some ways to overcome our insecurities. Those aren't all the ways to overcome your insecurities, but that's just some things I want you to remember we are trying to. So, let's get into my favorite phrase, fake it till you make it. This phrase gets a bad rep, but it works. Acting confident, even when you truly don't feel it, can trick your brain and others to believe that you are confident. Because when you truly think about it, your brain and most people cannot tell if you're being confident or not unless you say something about it. Step two is learn how to shift your mind. Mindset shift. You can literally rewire your brain. For example, positive self talk works, but you have to be consistent. The brain believes what you repeat. Start saying positive affirmations about yourself, and this will help you manifest a positive mindset and environment, and others around you will start to notice that and feed off of your positivity as well.
I just, talk to myself and, daily affirmations, tell yourself you're beautiful
Exactly,
and
yes.
stuff. That works.
People don't like to be around somebody who is always negative, so remember to speak positive to yourself and to others. Step three, good confidence versus bad confidence. Pretty much good pride versus bad, or pretty much good pride versus overly prideful. Good confidence is self assured but humble. Bad confidence, this is pretty much ignorance, being boastful, overly confident, using their confidence as an excuse to be rude to people and to push people away. People don't want to be around rude and ignorant people. So be confident and stay kind. People love someone who's true to themselves but still approachable. Four, something that I'm sure all of us teens deal with is validation and judgment. When we get to high school, or if you're already in high school, it's a common thing to seek validation through our friends, our teacher, our sports, our academics. We all want validation, but you cannot allow your friends or people in general or whatever it is control your worth. People will judge you no matter what you do. So focus on you and what you think about yourself and how you feel about yourself. Tips for validation. Compliment yourself regularly so that you aren't depending on other people's compliments to make yourself feel good. If you know you look good or if you know you're trying to feel good, look at yourself and be like, I look good today, etc. Eventually, other people around you are going to notice you feeling good because it just reflects off you and they're going to compliment you. But don't depend on their compliments because it may or may not happen that they do compliment you. Tips for judgment. Realize people are focused on themselves and not you. Yes, in the moment, somebody may judge you, or you may feel like people are judging you. And sometimes people could just be looking at you, but really they're not really paying attention to you, and they're probably just in their own head sometimes. But people really don't really care. I know just as a person, life goes on because I never really cared. I have other things going on. Now this isn't for all people. Now you got your hitters at school teams. Be prepared for those hitters at school who are quick to judge you. And if even if they do, they're just insecure and they be jealous half the time. If someone at school is bullying you or if someone at school is judging you and want to put their 2 cents on something, let them, because at the end of the day, that's all they can do. But I bet you they will not come up to your face and say nothing to you because they don't have the confidence to. I felt that one from the soul. Another tip for your environment: protect your peace and be mindful of who you're around. Make sure that you set boundaries with people, because in high school you will have, especially girls, you will have, and guys, you will have your girls and your guys who will try to push past your boundaries, see different ways to test you, and see how to, and see what pushes you. Make sure that you surround yourself around people who truly want the best for you, who want the best for themselves, and who match your energy. Tip is for insecurities: write down 3 things about yourself that you like. And another thing I want you to remember is that sometimes those flaws that you don't like be the same flaws that other people like.
Deal with your insecurities. For me, it's the way my insecurities go away is when people compliment my insecurities. Like, not like they necessarily have to know what my insecurities are, but when like a random person compliments them, it's like, well, dang, I'm seeing myself as, this is bad about me, but other people think, it looks good. So maybe like it's not as bad as I think it is.
Right.
And then I just, talk to myself and, daily affirmations. You gotta tell yourself you're beautiful
Exactly.
and
Yes.
stuff. That works. That works.
And I think that's just such a beautiful thing, how we could be so insecure about things, and the next thing you know, someone could be complimenting you on that thing that you are so insecure about. So, and if someone does do that, I want you to reflect on that and think, does this thing that I feel so insecure about, is it really something I should feel insecure about, or something that I should just come to terms with and accept? Because if you truly think about it, at the end of the day, whatever you're insecure about, you pretty much have 3 options. You can either be insecure forever and continue to just think over and over again, oh my gosh, this, or you could change it, or you could just learn how to come to terms with it, because that's just the reality with insecurities. Let's say if you have small lips, you can't really change that unless when you get older, you get the whole lip filler thing. But who wants to do all that when you can just come to terms and just accept that's just how your lips are? It's a very common thing with a lot of people who are famous. They are famous off of their insecurities and etc. So just learn how to accept you and your flaws. The next area that falls under confidence is how to act and speak with confidence. One, walk in into any room with your head up high, shoulders back, and with a slight shrug. This goes for our girls. But even for guys, walk, head held up high still, and make sure that you have like this. It's still, you just gotta have that walk. You gotta own it. Okay, you just have to own it, and then when you own it, that takes up space, and that shows people that you are confident and that you feel good and you feel secure within yourself. Next, speak with intention. Don't rush your words. This is a very common thing that you will probably see in your favorite celebrities. I don't know if these are your favorite celebrities, but for example, like Kim K or even Rihanna. When you look at their interviews and you watch how they talk with a very slow, not really rushing their words. They're talking very nice and slow to make sure that you can hear each word. And when you do learn how to speak slower and with intention, people find that attractive for some reason, because it seems like you're really, like, each word is hitting something. It's just attractive to people. So if you want, get fine sugar and schoolgirls, guys, talk a little slower, not too slow, but just slow enough to where each word they can hear it and it's not rushed. Next, smile, but don't force it. Forcing your smile can be really awkward at times and kind of makes people look at you weird. So don't force your smile. If you are genuinely just happy, smile, have fun, show the joy. Don't shrink yourself. Ooh, actually, that goes into the next thing. Take up space. Don't shrink yourself to blend into your environment. If you're an energetic and happy person, do that, be that, because that's how you can attract other people who are looking for people, or who wants friends who are just like them, who are just like you, energetic, happy, and fun. So if that's who you are, be that. If you are a chill person, you don't want to do too much and you don't like to say too much, but you chill, be that. Don't try to blend into your environment where you're meant to stand out. Let's be real. Walking into a classroom, or walking into the first day of school and the class and whatever, it can be like walking onto a stage. You got people looking at you. You got girls sizing you up. You got guys sizing you up, seeing how you look, or etc. So, how do you own that space without feeling awkward? One, walk in there like you belong to be there because you literally do. That's your classroom. So even if you're late or walking into a new class, walk with your head held up high, shoulders relaxed, and talk confident pace. Act like this is your space and that you own it. Because then people around you can be like, oh, who is this? And that is like a first impression that's gonna make you stand out. Find your power seat. Pick where you feel in control. This could be somewhere in the middle or the front. I recommend don't be sitting in the back because sitting in the back makes it sure that you're not engaged. And the only good perk about sitting in the back is you can cheat. The AI stuff. Well, you ain't hear that from me, but sit somewhere where you will be and feel engaged, and this will also help you be noticed. So if you want people to notice your confidence, if you want you know your teacher to notice that you are an engaged student, sit somewhere in the front. 3, speak up early. Answering a question or making a comment early in class sets the tone. It shows people that you are present and not afraid to participate. 4, be aware of your body language. No slouching. Okay, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I be doing this too. I be slouching sometimes in class because honestly, if I didn't get no sleep if I didn't get no sleep that night, I'm not gonna sit here and be. Usually I have good posture, but I'm not gonna sit here and force myself to sit up straight when I literally cannot. So, if you did get enough rest and if you do want to feel that extra boost of confidence, make sure to sit up straight and keep good posture. Don't hide in your hoodie unless it's a chill day. Because, when you have your days and you got that hoodie on and you trying to relax, that's fine. But sit up, make eye contact with your teachers and classmates anytime you're presenting, talking, etc. And now when people speak, this just shows that you're engaged and that you're approachable and confident. This gives off that confident and approachable vibe. Be friendly but not a pushover. This goes back to boundaries. Say hey to classmates when you walk in. Compliment someone's shoes or find something, that you like about them and compliment them. Crack even a little joke. If you're a jokester, if you like a class clown a little bit, make a little joke, but don't be too jokey. Because you don't want to joke with the wrong person. That's when they get on your behind. But be confident. Confidence is a magnet when paired with kindness. And people love that. People are going to notice these little things about you and want to be around you. 6, be yourself always. Don't shrink yourself. Don't act like someone you're not. Be authentic because you will draw the right people towards you and they'll make you stand out naturally. Being yourself attracts the right people, attracts the right friends, attracts the right opportunities, especially in school because there's a lot of opportunities around you. But if you're not putting yourself out there, and if you're not putting yourself out there, those people, those opportunities aren't going to present themselves to you. Last thing I want to leave my fellow teens with is just some suggestions and tips that help me. 1, practice good hygiene and self care. It boosts how you feel. When you smell good and you have people around you being like, oh my gosh, you smell good, that boosts how you feel. And that just makes you feel extra, clean and put together and secure. Step outside of your comfort zone, even in small ways. Stepping outside, stepping outside of your comfort zone can include anything like if you see fine shit in the hallway, go talk to them. Sometimes just stepping out of your comfort zone can really open up yourself to opportunities. Next, surround yourself with people who make you feel good. This is just a common one you should always remember. Remember to practice self love and to learn how to love yourself and your flaws because you only have you and you only have this body at the end of the day. So learn how to just accept them and overcome your insecurities. Next, wear what makes you feel confident. If you feel good wearing that sweatpants and that, tight for the top, wear that. If you feel good wearing those Walmart shoes, wear that. If you feel good with that makeup on, wear the makeup. As long as you feel good, it doesn't matter. Just because people may not be used to that or may judge that, that doesn't mean you have to stop what makes you feel good for others because that's what a lot of people probably want you to do because they aren't comfortable with that and they want you to feel uncomfortable. But if you feel comfortable, continue to do what you're doing and enjoy yourself and have fun. And that's also going to make you seem unique, having your own sense of fashion and style. Whew, that one hit me at the soul because people don't be understanding fashion. A lot of people as teens, we express ourselves through our fashion. So don't, change your fashion up to blend in with your environment. If you know you're a stylish girl, if you know you're a stylish guy and you be putting that shit on, put it on. Show off yourself. Even if it's just school. Don't be showing off yourself to impress others, but to impress yourself and to feel good. Next, have your own opinion on yourself so that others' opinions won't affect you as much. This is just a given. Everyone, thank you for watching today's first ever podcast episode of Teen Thoughts Unfiltered. I hope today that you are ready to build your foundation and to boost your confidence that lasts. Remember, it's a journey. We are all on this together. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and to stay tuned for more podcast episodes. And more episodes coming up. We'll have other teens that I'll be talking to and getting their opinions on. And make sure to leave down in the comments some topics you would like to hear from me or from other teens. And remember to stay confident and stay you, because that's it. Because at the end of the day, that's all you got. So I hope everyone has a blessed good day. Mwah. Bye.
Let me just do my number. All right.
But I think I see something looking at me through that window.
No, nah. Thank you, Nadia. Make sure you send that to my number. Bye. The choice is yours. The choice is yours.
You know why you shouldn't give a freak?
Mm-hmm.
Let me be sophisticated here. You shouldn't give a freak because them niggas don't know you.
Wait.
Them niggas.
Yeah, he's nuts.
Ew, I had crush on those. No one told me, bro. I didn't receive the crush.
Yeah. That's why you shouldn't give a freak, because at the end of the day, it's every man from South out here. So you can't tell me what to do, and then half the people that want to tell you should be hypocrites, because they'll tell you not to do something, they gonna go do it.
Amen.
So like
that too.
Amen. Hey, but I wasn't done. We're not critical, because how the freak you gonna tell me not to do something and then you gonna go and do it,
Right.
then niggas, regardless, niggas.
It's not going, you know what I'm saying? It ain't going, nah, it ain't going.
I'll talk about you like just regardless. Like, you do something good, they talk about you. You do something bad, they talk about you. You're not doing nothing, they talk about you. So just ride your own wave. Ride your own wave. Ride Darius' wave. Ride your own wave.
Right there, respect that, lady.
Follow me, niggas.
Girl, this girl don't understand what I mean by language. All right. Okay.
So basically, she said everything. I'm going to elaborate a little bit. Yeah, don't listen to what these niggas say. Don't listen to these
Language.
Don't listen to these Negroes. My bad.
Right.
Yeah, I told her that.
Right.
And I said that.
I said that. So yeah, you can't be sitting over here telling me that you can just clock your teeth. Just don't give a sugar about what people say. So yeah.
The people say. Oh wait, no, it's when Jesus said yes.